This is the Biz by the Water podcast.
Today's gonna be great, gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
You're listening to Caleb and Max on Biz by the Water.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 28th episode of Biz by the Water.
Yes, Biz by the Water.
I love the new name, yeah.
I've noticed a new name and a new haircut from Max.
Good segue to that. I can't hear you guys, but you like the buzz cut?
It was looking pretty good.
Thank you. I got
Guess
it.
you can feel the wind.
Yeah, I got a more aerodynamic, streamline, of course, and leading into the first part of the podcast, the swimming age nationals, which I'm in the Gold Coast, live from the Gold Coast.
You're in the Gold Coast right now.
Yeah, I've been there here for about a week. Today marks a week, so it's been around a week, and age nationals I've been doing okay, like considering I haven't trained much because I've been sick, but I mean, it's been really fast times from a lot of the Singaporean. We have a lot of Singaporean visitors. That's here on the list that we've got to talk about. But so I'll start off. It's been a great few weeks. I put my hat in here to show my nationals hat. I got the Gold Coast on the back.
I have a few questions to ask you about the swimming car.
Oh, perfect. Swimming. Yeah. Go ahead.
First of all, what's your favourite piece of merch that you've purchased?
Oh, definitely my Swimming Australia T-shirt. It has this logo on the back of it, and then it has just Swimming Australia and Arena on the front. So that's my favourite. I've got that in the washing machine right now. It's my favourite. I love it so much.
Second question: what did you think of the pool?
Oh, so I was just talking about that the other day with you.
Definitely been some controversy.
Absolutely, yeah. So they have 5 pools at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre.
Yeah.
One indoor swimming pool for learn to swim. One 33-metre water polo pool.
That's pretty good.
150-metre warm-up pool, 150-metre competition pool, and a 25-metre warm-up pool. So the 50-metre competition pool, I think it's to comply with regulations from the FINA swimming, which is the industry body.
The FINA swim.
Yeah, so that's
the
to
FINA
comply.
swimming thing. It says water with less. The records can only be established in water with less than 3 grams of salt per litre.
Wow, yeah, because I think it creates more buoyancy. So, yeah, I think because so that's actually my first point. So, in the warm up pool, it tastes really salty. And I was doing really fast times, for 25 sprints, for my 25 butterfly. I was like, that's the fastest I've ever gone. And then I do a 25 sprint before the competition starts in the competition pool, and I went a lot slower. And I'm like, hold on, the water tastes different here. The water tasted like salt water in the warm-up pool, and in the competition pool it just tastes like Sopak
or any water in general.
And just chlorine water. And the other one tasted like salt water. I dived into the warm-up pool the other day, and it was like, what? It's salt water.
Yes, I know.
And I'm just like, how
That's a
weird.
bit like Bexley Pool, as you know of.
Bexley Pool, yeah. And I think it's a pool in the city. It's an outdoor pool. I think it's I forget what it's called. I think it's in Ryde or somewhere. I forget where it is. But I forget where it is. But it was really salty, and I remember it was almost like an infinity pool, and it was really salty, and you get pushed up to the really high.
Of
so
course.
that was really interesting.
They must have done that.
I think I did that in January.
They must have done that to be in regulation with FINA.
Yeah, I think because of course, if you want to set Australian records, and they're doing the Olympic trials there soon, so they probably did that just to comply with that.
And of course, all these people go have international qualification opportunities after this.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Oceanic Championships.
If you don't. Yeah, and Olympic trials is just after nationals finishes tomorrow. So today's the 13th of April.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is my 200 breaststroke, and then I'm out of here.
Back to Sydney.
Back to the wet and cold Sydney. It's really sunny here. So is it cold in Sydney right now?
I'd say it's maybe medium. It's 25 degrees right now. When I just went outside a few minutes ago, it's nothing too bad.
Okay, that's
noticeably colder than
not
before.
Not too bad, yeah. yeah, but don't worry, I don't have as much warmth without my long hair.
That is true.
I remember walking onto pool deck for the first day, and everyone was like, "Who's this?"
Yeah.
Yeah, because I drove, because we came down to the Gold Coast, and my dad was like, "Oh, do you want to get a buzz cut?" And I was like, "Oh, I mean, it's school holidays, so yeah, sure." Yeah, then I got it, and I love it. I want to keep my hair like this.
It's very. I like buzz cuts. It's so hassle free.
Oh, it's just so easy. Like, didn't you do World Greatest Shave last year?
I did World Greatest Shave last year. I doubt I'll do it this year, but maybe next year or the year after I'll consider it.
Oh yeah, get some get the
definitely
leukemia, yeah. For the Leukemia Foundation, yeah. And so my phone keeps turning off. I got the agenda on my phone. I think next was a Singaporean.
Yeah, it's a bit about the Singaporean visitors.
A whole bunch of. Yeah, so I'll explain a bit. So of course, like in competitions like this, because it's a national level, you get of course you get a lot of visitors from like different countries. So there's one kid from the USA, but if you're a visitor and you make the final, which is most of them, and you get into the final, you don't get to be able to like medal. Yeah. Like, if you come first, you don't get the medal. So whoever came first,
but you still get to compete in the final. So you push out someone else. Yeah, so you can say
you're an Australian. Yeah. So so whoever the top three. So say there's a Singaporean first. Like in the or a visitor, any visitor. So say that person comes first in the final, they don't get a medal. So whoever came second, third, and fourth get top three basically. Yeah, so that's it's very fast, too fast for my liking. But
14-year-old, a 14-year-old doing a 29 high for 50 breaststroke.
Yeah, that's a bit worrying for me. Yeah, a bit concerning. I wonder what and one of the commentators actually, speaking of like ridiculously fast times, they were talking about Knox Grammar School.
Oh yeah.
And one of the commentators, I think it was Emily Seabohm, who's commentating, Olympic champion, saying that I think they need to investigate Knox and see what they put their swimmers on there, because they're doing too fast times. Funny that she says that.
Maybe a lot of training. I never know. Won't go.
Yeah, but hopefully, yeah. Maybe if you get back into the sport, we can go to Knox together.
Maybe they're producing some of the next members of the Enhanced Games there.
I like that. That's good. Yeah. Maybe they can go along with James Magnuson over to wherever they're doing the Enhanced Games. Yeah, but tell us how's the new laptop
Very
going?
good. MacBook M3 and midnight.
Yeah, and I heard you got new Wi-Fi.
Oh, definitely.
As well.
I think it's some fiber optic.
Wow, that's. I remember. I'm looking at the side here on my we're using Riverside FM to record our and we're doing it of course on the podcast. I'm only 74% uploaded. I'm the one recording it. Oh, yeah, you see, like I'm only on the, because I'm at the hotel here at the Gold Coast, and seriously, that's amazing, lightning fast. And tell us about the speed test that you did.
Speed test, I have 272.2 megabits per second download, and 24 megabits per second upload.
That's crazy good. Fast. That's too fast.
Yes, it is.
Too fast, just like the visitors from.
Definitely.
Too fast. But we also got my Apple Pencil. Oh, sorry, I keep bumping this headset onto the bed frame. I'm sitting on my bed because there's no desk. I got the iPad here. This is the iPad. It's on charge actually. I got the Apple Pencil.
Looking good there.
Looking good. I don't actually use it that much. I should, but I don't really have a reason to use it at the moment. Maybe when we get back into the new Biz by the Water studios when I get back to Sydney. And let me just we were talking about doing some running training as well.
With
and
my athletics carnival coming up, week 2 at ES Marks.
Oh yeah, great place.
Personally,
yeah, and
not my favorite.
And about your
not my
injury.
Favorite.
Oh, so you go. Sorry.
I feel like with the track, it's a bit old, and one thing, the track is softer, so it makes a difference when you're doing javelin, as well as the runway going onto the track itself. So someone like me, who has a bit of a longer run up, I'm probably practically halfway down the track or halfway through the middle of it.
Yeah, wow, yeah. And about your so your injury, so with your ankle.
So on my last throw of Little Athletic State Championships, I'm not sure what happened. I may have rolled my ankle, I may have sprained it, I may have had a tiny tear, not too sure, but I can say it's getting better, which is good.
Well, that's good update on that it's getting better. I'll see. I think you sent me a photo. Here you go. Now get ready. This looks very painful. So this is Caleb. That's his ankle. That's the way it bends. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Probably not supposed to go that way.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Yeah, I'll get a better. Oh, here's the video of you. Here's that that end part.
Yeah, then falling over there.
Was it a good throw though?
No,
you're throwing under light.
I fouled it.
Oh.
I fell forward and over it.
Oh, do you get fouled if you fall onto the grass?
I mean, no matter what happens or whatever that goes over the line that is a part of you, you get fouled.
What?
Yep. So if you touch the line, you get fouled.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yes,
wow.
I know, it's very interesting.
Hold on. That's, oh my god, we should go on that radio and complain about that. That's terrible.
It is what it is.
Seriously, like if you can't even you can't interfere with the bloody javelin if it's like I don't know how many meters in the air. You can't if you fall. I don't know. It's bloody rules these days.
I think what they're saying for it to do is so people don't get that extra advantage, since you always have to take a follow through step. So your entire run up has to end before the line.
Gosh, yeah, but do you know where, like, how far you threw? Even though it wasn't official or anything, do you know how far you threw?
No, I'm a bit unaware of that.
Oh gosh, oh.
But it is what it is.
Hopefully hopefully your ankle gets better and we can go do some running training.
Of course.
Right on the segue into our next segment. I love these segues, like smooth.
They're so fun and organised.
But yeah, and like let's see, I got the thing right here.
Right here.
Don't worry, we'll have it more professionally. We'll have it more professionally organised in the new studios. Don't worry, everyone. But running training. So we were just talking about before going to Sydney Olympic Park, paying the tiny fee and going to do some training.
That'd be a great idea.
$5.50, I think it is. Yeah, and do some. You can test out my spikes because of course you got your.
I got my.
Because to ease back into to ease back into because of running because of course your injury, but to ease back into it and do some running for your athletics carnival.
Coming up. Might try 1500, 800, 400.
Ooh, very. I think my main events are the 800 and 1500.
Yeah, I'll see how I feel. Or I may do 1500, 800, and another field event, like discus, for example.
Ooh, yeah. Do they not do javelin?
Oh, they do javelin. Of course, I'm doing javelin, but these are on top of javelin.
Oh, okay, good to know. Sorry, I was just but so yeah, it's been a great hearing about all of your and of course my buzzcut hearing about all your running stories and because we've been running together a lot actually very recently as well and we well I mean we like last we went running. I think it was one day I just called you. I was like, "What are you doing, Caleb?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm about to go on a run." And of course, I live very close to Caleb, so I was like, "Oh, I was chuck my shoes on, and I think we did about a 5K.
I think all up, we did maybe 5 to 6 kilometers.
Yeah, 5 to 6. We did what do they call it? Another ladder, a tempo.
No, a ladder. Since we got progressively faster.
Like that's it. Yeah. I think the tempo. Yeah. I love those. When you see the negative splits, I know as you said, it just looks cool. Very satisfying. Yeah, and I'll show you some photos at the hotel here. We got going off track a bit, of course, because that's what we do in this podcast. And I'll show you the view because we're only on level 2, but I love this view. That's just from the pool at the top.
It's great. You get to see the whole city.
And it's I love it. I wish I could stay here, but of course we got to get back down to business in Sydney with the new studios.
That is true.
But when we're filming this, we actually just put out I need to get on top of my editing because we did a podcast almost a month ago and I only uploaded it yesterday.
It's been a bit busy with other things.
Yeah, apologies on that. but also on the next part of the agenda, I think I went to go visit. So my dad's best friend, he's a radio host here in Brisbane and Queensland, we'll call it. But his name's Mark, and he works at 4BC, which is in Sydney. There's a radio station called 2GB, and that's
very popular.
Basically a part of the Channel 9. 2GB, yeah, very popular with the old people, but all that news talk. But he does the 4BC breakfast show here, so I got to go in and visit his studios and
ask a few questions.
They were amazing. It was really cool. Of course, yeah, and I told him about my podcast and everything, so I'll show you a photo with me and the guys. Let me just get it up. But it was really good to go and see what it's like, because of course our studios here, they're basically homemade and a lot of home building.
Very humble compared to
very humble,
theirs.
Come from humble beginnings. But I'll show you if I can get the bloody photo. That's me in the studios with that's Mark, Gary, and Laurel. But it's pretty fun actually.
Great fun.
Yeah, got to ask them a few questions and tips of what we can do to get our podcast onto the next level.
Course.
But any last things you want to really chat about, like running? Because of course we got the Olympics coming up, of course.
Very, very soon.
And of course, do you know where they're doing the Olympic like track and field trials?
Olympic trials, I think they have it for the nationals. Since they have athletics nationals, they might be doing it there.
Oh, okay, yeah, that because they usually do it. So, because if they're setting up here for say, so of course they have the swimming here, and it's just all set up. I think that's why they do it. But I wouldn't want to do Olympic trials for swimming in an outdoor pool.
Oh no, of course not. If you're going to be competing at the Olympics in an indoor pool, keep it all the same.
Yeah, like it's a bit slack because last year they did the Olympic trials at Chandler Aquatic Centre, which is I think it's in Brisbane or the Gold Coast, somewhere in Queensland, of course. And I was like, that's indoor and that's a really nice pool. Apparently it's quite old because one of my friends, he swims there, and apparently it's quite old.
You bring the Olympic trials back to Sydney.
That's the thing. That's actually I was going to mention that next. Funny you say that because everyone was asking why don't they do the Olympic trials in Sydney? Why don't they do it in Sydney?
Everything here.
And it's because it's and like they should do like the Commonwealth Games here and stuff, but they wouldn't do like swimming nationals in Sydney like for the aquatic centre because they don't have enough warm up pools.
Oh, that is a good point. They only have the
like even here,
pool, but they could also repurpose the splash and play area and use that pool there.
Yeah, like even here, over here at the Gold Coast Aquatic Centre, there's 4 warm-up pools, and even that is pretty jam-packed. Like it's really even hard to push off the wall.
Oh,
so,
safety concern also.
Of course, yeah, and they were saying apparently Sydney Olympic Park was saying that we don't want to because they have one of the the pool at the back, it's like a 25-meter pool, and they can raise the floor, and they use that for like aqua classes and stuff.
Splash and play area.
Like right next to like what we call the oldies aqua aerobics. But so apparently they were going to try and they were talking about doing some sort of championships in Sydney, but if they were going to repurpose it, they were making excuses like we have to, because it's a really hot pool, we have to drain the water and make it colder or change the temperature, and then after that it takes a while to get back up to hot temperature, and like they're just making excuses. And of course you know how, like from your experience and our experience, both of our experience doing warm-ups at the state level at very packed, very hard to in a 50-meter pool. You would think it's a lot a lot easier, but it's really not. Like here at the Gold Coast, if you look at some of the photos that I'll send you some, and I'll put some up on the screen possibly. If you still look at it, it's very jam packed. Like there's probably about 20 people per lane.
That is not good, especially if someone's doing butterfly or breaststroke.
Oh yeah, could you imagine that? Like, and it's really annoying. Like, if I'm doing breaststroke and I say on like the person behind me, I say, "Oh, you go," and they're like, "No, it's okay, I'm doing kick." And they catch up to me and they touch my feet, and I'm like, "What the hell? I told you to go in front of me." But I found a hack. The only pool that people don't use is the 33-meter warm-up pool, which it's not convenient, but of course you got to do what you got to do to get your warm-up in.
And I guess that's why.
Like if I do 3 laps in that. Yeah, so I was going to say, if you did 3 laps in that, then that's 99 metres, basically 100, What were you going to say?
That's always like probably the only reason why they had the school nationals at Sydney, because the amount of people who go to school nationals is much more limited.
Oh, very true, very good point. I think because from Sydney, there was only like for here, there's probably about, how many athletes would you say, 1,000?
Yes,
maybe
at least 1,000.
At least, and at School Sports Australia swimming, which I was at, there was possibly like 500.
Yes, 500, probably less.
Probably even less. Yeah, probably even less. But that's the thing. Like, that's the only real championships they could do in Sydney. They wouldn't be able to do. And of course, for age nationals, you need like all the stuff like you got to hire out. Like, of course, it's a great aquatic centre, and they would do. They could do an Olympics there, of course, because there's limited swimmers at the Olympics, and for like warm up, they would do it at the back and everything.
Yeah, or they could scatter out the times a lot, but that would be extremely inefficient.
Yeah, I was thinking before, like I was actually thinking before, probably not many people know, like probably the listeners, but when you're walking out to Sober, like there's gates with like the stairs that lead up onto that flat area. And it's all blocked off. I was thinking they could do like an outdoor warm-up pool there like they did at the Athens Olympics.
An outdoor warm-up pool wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, like even just to get your like 50-meter pool, just to get your laps done for like even investing in like a tiny little like even like for the Olympic US trials, they don't even have a set aquatic center. They have to build it.
Oh yes, I've
Every year
seen
they have
that.
to set it up. Yeah, I've seen the time lapse like every year, and like why don't they do that for like Sydney Olympic Park? Like there's a really flat outdoor area that they only used for the Olympics and major competitions, which they haven't used those gates in 24 years since the Olympics.
But then again, America do a lot of the resurfacing and rebuilding quickly for sports.
Oh yeah, like they're very efficient.
Yes,
there,
they are.
Yeah, and it's well, of course, it's just us rambling on about sporting.
Of course.
And anything else you want to say about technology?
No,
and
too much.
I think
That's all there is to say.
Yeah, we'll probably be putting out a few extra podcasts because it's holidays. But was the last podcast? No, since then we've actually had Easter.
That
so
is true.
Happy late Easter,
everyone. Everyone watching.
Yeah, of course. And well, this is April 13th, and 200 breast tomorrow. I think I'm okay for the 100 breast. I was pretty happy with because I felt good. I think I just could have gone out like a tiny bit faster.
That's the thing of it, always to perfection.
Yeah, like always what we could have and should have done.
Could have, should have, would have.
200 breast. Very true. Yeah, and I might go like in the next 30 minutes and go to the pool and do a few laps.
Oh yeah, that would be a good idea.
Do my warm up for the day. Yeah, like do my because I've gone every day and done because doing you would know this just like over a week you wouldn't be able to get off just doing swimming and warm ups. You'd have to do at least a tiny bit of training in between,
true.
like over a big competition. Like so that's what I've been getting in, even if it's just 500 meters of like HVOs and builds and sprints.
It's something extremely easy.
Yeah, like I was like yesterday. I jumped not yesterday, the day before yesterday. I jumped and just did 400 easy, then 2 100s of breaststroke on 230, and I coached myself. But yeah, that was basically it for my I just did that, and I was like, oh, you know what? I feel good. That's all I breathe. If I feel good, that's all I need.
That's all you need.
Yeah, and well, of course, good luck for if we don't speak to you on the podcast until we probably will actually, because we got the new outdoor setting, but good luck for hopefully your injury gets, if you see physio, hopefully everything's okay with that.
Everything should be good.
Yeah, and hopefully there's no more last minute injuries or, it's been good first episode, I say first episode, but you know it's the 28th episode because of Biz by the Water. Yeah, and Biz by the way, it's actually been a month. Yeah, but next episode we got I'm gonna try and organize to get Adam from Instagram the last few episodes ago, and you're gonna try and get some. That's actually gonna be the first podcast that we'd have 3 people.
Yes, and how fun that would be.
Yeah, I've always wondered because we've been trying to talk about getting a third co-host.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be pretty fun to get Kayla, Max, and someone else.
Yes, of course it would.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's basically it, unless you want to mention anything else.
I think that's all good for today. We covered everything.
Yeah, perfect. Well, you can listen to the Biz podcast. Oh, sorry, not the Biz podcast.
Biz by the Water.
My mistake. You can listen to Biz by the Water on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio.
What else is there?
RSS.com, Amazon Music, and YouTube, of course, and SoundCloud. And follow the Biz Podcast 21 on Instagram, the Lockdown Biz, of course. And hopefully next episode will be even more fun with 3 people.
That's all for today.
Yep, thank you for listening to Biz by the Water, and we'll catch you next time.
To find more of Biz by the Water, head to our website and sign up to Caleb and Max's newsletter.